Well, two radical jihadis are shot dead while opening fire at a Muhammad art contest in the state of Texas. And now the organizer has sparked a nationwide debate about free speech and its limits. Watch.
Pam Geller was doing nothing but intentionally trying to provoke this reaction.
In America, we stand for liberty and freedom to offend, to provoke, to persuade, and to defy.
She doesn't do anybody any good but self-aggrandizing, attention-seeking, spewing of hatred that I cannot tolerate.
The First Amendment protects all speech, not just ideas that we like, but most particularly political speech, because who would decide what's good and what's forbidden?
Exactly. Our next guest says that not defending Pamela Geller and the First Amendment puts our country on a slippery slope to a place you don't want to live. Fox Nation's Dispatch's Todd Starnes, our old friend, is here to explain what he means by that. Todd, it's great to see you this morning.
Hey, good to see you, Tucker.
So, whatever you think of Pam Geller personally or her message or whatever, it is so striking that the media, the defenders of the First Amendment, putatively, have piled on and attacked her. Why?
Yeah, look, I don't get into all this mocking of other people's religions,
right,
but that's not the story here. The story is First Amendment rights. And the media, especially when you think about this for a moment, these are the people who draw their paycheck because of the First Amendment, and they're not going to get out there and defend someone else's right to say what they want to say. It's really bizarre. You know, last night on Saturday Night Live, there was this amazing sketch, and I think it really sums up what's happening here. They were doing a parody of Pictionary, and the contestants had to draw the Prophet Muhammad, and every contestant was terrified, and they ended up the skit with just a blank piece of paper there. And I think that really exposes what's going on here.
Exactly.
People are just, they're terrified, and they're afraid of the repercussions of what would happen if, in fact, they offended the Prophet Muhammad.
Well, consider the coverage. Here you have someone saying unpopular things, and then these lunatics show up to murder her. And yet she's the story in the press. Should Pamela go? Well, what about the crazy people who are trying to commit violence in order to suppress speech? Shouldn't they be the story?
Okay, they had the morons over at the Associated Press had a headline, a tweet that went out last week talking about how two people, Pamela Geller held this event and two people died. Yes, they were Islamic jihadists.
Is that
Sweet
true?
Lord. I mean, what's wrong with these people?
Two people died because they showed up to murder Pam Geller.
Exactly. And look, I mean, what really disturbs me, Tucker, are the conservatives that are out there not defending free speech.
Yes.
And at some point, you know, people have been throwing around the word Sharia law for years, and it really loses, I think, the punch. But I think in this instance, it really does apply because we are moving towards a position, a time in our society where I think we're really going to crack down on people who are speaking out against the Prophet Muhammad.
Of course, or anything else. You call it hate speech, and then you get to ban it. It's upsetting. Todd Starnes, thanks for getting up so early and joining us. It's great to see you.
Thanks, Tucker.